Safety measures in case of flood. What is a flood? A flood is the occupation by water of areas or regions that are usually dry. Normally, it is the consequence of unusual and more or less sudden contribution of a quantity of water rather than that which the river itself can dry. Although this is not always the reason, floods are produced by various causes, or a combination of these. They can be natural causes such as rains, waves, or thaw, or unnatural causes such as flooding of dams, for example. What to do in the event of a flood? In Mexico, there are a series of rules established by the SEMA, which is the Secretary of the Navy, which stipulates the steps to be followed in the event of a flood in the place where you live, in order not to lose calm and act a priority to reduce the number of accidents, injured persons, disappearance, or death. For this reason, the law will present some of the measures stipulated by SEMAR for before, during, and after a flood occurs. Flood safety rules. Before the flood, when you receive a warning that there is danger of flooding, store drinking water in clean tubs and containers, and in various containers. Drinking water service might be interrupted. If you are forced to leave the house and you have time to do so, move the most essential items to safe ground. Fill the full tanks to prevent them from floating and being carried away by the current. Oil stationary machinery. Move to a safe area before flood water interrupts your access. During the flood. During the flood, avoid areas prone to flash floods. Do not try to cross a stream or flood where the water is above your knees. Do not try to drive in a flooded road. You might be isolated or trapped. You cannot always estimate the depth of the water. After the flood, don't eat fresh food that has been in contact with flood waters. Boil drinking water before use. Water from wells and wells should be tested or analyzed before drinking. Get necessary medical attention at the nearest hospital. In the Red Cross shelters you can find food, clothing and shelter, and place to rest and receive first aid. Do not visit disaster areas. Their presence could hamper rescue or other emergency operations. Do not touch electrical appliances. In flooded areas, these appliances should be examined and read before being put back into service. To examine buildings, use battery-powered lanterns, not lanterns or torch, as there might be combustible materials inside. Inform the relevant authorities of any utility lines that are damaged. Recommendations: in case you find yourself in a natural disaster of this type, the essential thing is that you do not save material goods, but that you safeguard your life. Pay attention to the security measures recommended by the rescue brigades. Despite how difficult it is to accept it, it is the best. Since it's better to save your life than to save your house. Take shelter in a safe place and be sure to get through this bad time. Remember, don't risk your life.